Hi, my preschool friends. We have another exciting STEM experiment coming your way today. We are going to talk about things that fly. Now, we've previously talked about our birds, our avies that fly with their wings. We're going to talk about a couple other things. So let's think, what flies? Well, airplanes fly. I don't know if you've ever gotten to fly on an airplane, but they fly high in the sky, and they've got propellers and wings that they fly with. What else can we think of that flies? Butterflies fly. Bumblebees fly. Ladybugs. Dragonflies. Geese. All the birds, they fly. Helicopters fly. Big blimps fly. If you've ever been to like one of the Reds games or the Bengals games, you might see one of those big blimps up above. They fly. What else might fly? Seeds. Do you guys remember in the fall when we took a walk around school and there were those little seeds that look like they're helicopters? I would say these are helicopter seeds. So the seed would be in there, and as it would fall from the tree, remember, it would fly in the wind and it looked like a helicopter. And it would do that, and it would land in the ground, and then it would go in the dirt. And then if we had rain and we had sun and we had soil, we could make a new tree. Those fly. Let's see, what else might fly? Trying to think what else might fly. A wasp, a bee, a ladybug, lots of bugs. Butterflies, planes, helicopters. Geese, definitely geese. They're all over. We've got hawks and all sorts of birds. Okay, so those are things that fly. Well, today we are gonna make a paper airplane that flies. And Miss Tara has the links for this. It's very simple, but it's very fun. It's something you can do with mommy and daddy or whoever's with you, grandma, whatever caregiver. And it won't take you very long, but you can do a lot of different experiments with it because we're gonna play and we're gonna learn and we're gonna experiment, we're gonna explore everything that we can while we're at home. So it says for our materials, because as scientists, we are gonna think up something that we wanna experiment. So when we do our scientific method, we're always gonna ask a question. So can we make a paper airplane that can fly? Okay, that's our question. Our materials obviously are gonna be a paper. Now, Miss Tara, for my older learners, I have a couple variations and a couple different things that you guys can test separately. But for my younger, we're just gonna make a paper airplane. And then this is a meter stick or a ruler. Miss Tara today actually has a really big one because I'm gonna put it in the yard so that we can see how far our different planes fly. So Miss Tara added some supplies to our list. I'm gonna show you guys. I added some regular paper. I added some skewers, which are what mommy might make shish kebabs, or she might put vegetables on and cook them for you. I added a paper towel. I've got my tape. Here's our measure. And then I've got some foil, which just came off something that was from my recycling, but it's a lot heavier. So I automatically think, do lighter things fly farther or do heavier things fly farther? Another thing that you can think about is putting money on your airplane. I saw some different websites that actually tape some pennies to their airplane, which you could totally try as a side experiment of your own and let me know how it turns out. Okay, so on the next paper that you can download, here's your blueprint. And in this blueprint section, you're just gonna draw what you want your paper airplane to look like. You might want it to have a pointed nose. You might want it to have a flattened nose. You might want it to be more circular. I don't know, but you can draw it right there. And then over here, you can draw your materials, whatever you used. And then at the bottom is one of our graphs. So it says our flight tests, and we have test 1, 2, 3. How far did it fly? Now remember, today we're actually gonna measure using inches, but as we know as scientists, especially as preschool scientists, that you can use anything to measure. You could use a deck of cards, you could use blocks, you could use shoes. You can use anything that you want, as long as you have some form of measurement that you can tally up to see if your experiment worked. So we talked about our question, can we make a paper airplane and can it fly? We got our materials, we're all ready. Now we're gonna start our experiment. So what Miss Tara's gonna do is I'm just gonna put this down. Now remember, you guys can make them any way that you want to, but Miss Tara's just gonna make it this way because it's the simplest way that I know how to make it. So kind of like when we made our bird, I'm just gonna fold it in like this. And this is just colored paper, but you can use any paper. It's just what Miss Tara happened to have here. And then I'm gonna fold it in half. So very similar to how we made our birds. So to start over, we've got our paper. We're gonna fold it right here. Makes our triangle. And then we're gonna take that and we're gonna fold it. So now we have a shape that's similar to this. Okay, now if I think about it, I'm gonna fold this over because I want a very good wing. And I am gonna fold it over really far, like this. And then I'm gonna fold this one over really far like this. So now we have our basic paper airplane, which is right here. It's our basic paper airplane. So Miss Tara's gonna use this as our control. So we're gonna see how far he flies as compared to how we might make something very similar, but add a little bit of a difference. So Miss Tara's gonna do the same thing with the same piece of paper. I'm gonna fold it the same way. I'll do it this way. I'm gonna fold it in the center. Just like that. Now it makes our triangle. And then I'm gonna fold it up. And then I'm gonna take it down on each side so it's just like our control airplane. Because you could just hear the geese were just flying behind us. Okay, so now it looks just the same, but I am gonna add one of my skewers right here in the center. Which is gonna add some weight to my airplane. So now this airplane is definitely gonna weigh more than our control airplane. Okay, so that skewer is right in the center, and then you can see it right there. So it is definitely heavier. Now Miss Tara has my control, and I have my airplane with the skewer. Now I'm gonna make an airplane out of a paper towel. So I'm gonna fold it in the exact same configuration, and it's very light because it's paper towel. Now I'm gonna fold it like that in half, and then I'm just gonna bring the wing down so we can compare our paper towel to our other airplanes, because now we have one that is heavy and one that is light. Okay, here is our paper towel. Sorry. So here is our paper towel airplane. Ellie. Okay, here it is. Now Miss Tara is going to take this foil, and I'm going to fold it in the exact same way that I was folding the other airplanes. If it'll let me. I'm hoping that it does. Okay, here it is. And here it is. Okay, so I made my triangle just like before. Now I'm going to bend it in the middle. You know Miss Tara likes to use anything that we can recycle and turn it into something new. And as my little scientists do all the time in our STEM class, we're always making new things. Okay, this one's really, really tough. I don't know how this will do, but I'm pretty excited to find out. Okay, so here is our aluminum metal airplane, which this is kind of more similar to the airplanes that we actually ride on. So maybe this one will go the farthest. I'm not sure, but I'm so excited to find out. So now we're gonna take our paper towel airplane, our metal airplane, our airplane that has a skewer, and we are gonna take our control paper airplane, which is just the very first one that we did. All right, Blake is now gonna throw our control airplane, and we're gonna see how far it goes, which is just our paper. All right, Blake, can you tell us the number that it went to?
13 feet 5 inches.
All right, 13 feet 5 inches. Now we're gonna do the paper airplane with the skewer. Oh, it did not go as far.
6 feet. I went 6 feet.
Okay.
This one is gonna go nowhere.
This here's just gonna put it on the 6 foot.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, the paper towel did not go nearly as far. Okay, so right now our control has gone the farthest. All right, here's the metal plane. Let's see if the heavier metal plane goes farther than our control.
Nope.
Interestingly, our control seemed to go the farthest. So, if we want to go in order, our paper towel is here. So you can record where your first one lands. This is at 1 foot. Our metal airplane is at 5 feet. Our paper airplane that has the skewer is at 6 feet. And our control is all the way over here at 13 and a half feet. Wow, that's a big difference. So when we want to talk about our paper airplanes, we have to look at some factors that affect our airplane. So there is the thrust factor, which is when we're throwing it, and that's going to be in front of our airplane. Then behind it is the drag. On top of it is our lift, and underneath is our gravity. So we've talked about gravity before. So gravity holds us onto the earth, and so it's going to pull things down. And later on, you guys are going to learn all about Newton's laws, especially his third law, which is what we're doing our experiment on today. So you got to think about, with our airplane, the air pressure is different on top of the plane than it is underneath, and that is how we get our lift. So this has been a really fun experiment. I think you guys can do a lot with it. I want you to go ahead and you can put in your trials. You can do as many tests as you want to do with as many different airplanes as you want to make, and you can see how far they go. For my older students, you can average them, you can compare them. It's a lot of fun. I also have something extra that I wanted to show you guys. Let me see where it is. Okay. For my fun students that are older, you might need, let me see where I put it. Miss Tira got together a piece of wood, and I got 2 nails and a hammer. So definitely mommy or daddy are gonna have to help you with this. So I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm just gonna hammer it in. Now I'm gonna take my other nail, if I can find it. I'm gonna hammer this in. So now you have 2 nails and you got a piece of wood. I'm gonna take my airplane here that has the skewer, and I'm gonna put some tape around the end of it to make almost like a little hook. So I'm just gonna wrap it all around the end, just like this. I'm gonna make, so it has a little tiny bit of a hook, and this hook is going to be used to launch our airplane. So now I'm going to put a rubber band between these 2, and I'm going to pull it back and I'm going to launch it, and we're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to get the rubber band and I'll be okay. So Miss Tara tried some tape, and I tried it a lot of times and it didn't work as my hook. So Miss Tara found a stick that actually has a hook on it, and so now I'm going to tape that to see if it is going to work on our new contraption. So I'm just going to tape it on here, and we are going to hope. I think this one might be the key. Okay. So Miss Tara's going to get this tape nice and good on here so it stays on. And now I'm going to show you what we made. So I put in the 2 nails right here. Mommy or daddy can help you do that. And then I looked for a rubber band. I couldn't find one, so I just used a hair tie. So now I'm going to pull it so we can launch our airplane. And we're going to hope that it goes even farther than all of our others. And now we've got this good little hook on it. So we're gonna see if it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna take this hook and I'm gonna hook it right there. And we're gonna see if we can launch it even farther. Try one, did not work. Try two did work. And it went about 5.5 feet. So anyway, there's so much that you guys can do making your airplanes, and it's so much fun. Don't forget to record your data, and then you guys can even make your own graphs. You can do as many trials as you want. Miss Tara's gonna put the downloads on the website. You can get your papers, print it off, and then you can draw them in, and then you can do your tests. I'm also gonna put some fun pictures of things that I've seen flying around, like the geese and the birds and different things like that, just for you guys to enjoy. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.